Hello, dear friends. I take up the topic of intimate relationships in this brief talk. This is one area which most of us are trying to run towards or run away from, and this is the area where many of us experience conflicts and difficulties, and it seems that this is the only way it can be. It seems that all our close relationships, or many of them, or most of them, will have that element of strife or misunderstandings or resentment running in them. So, what happens at the end of the day, the people we love the most are also the people that we hate the most. But what is the way out, and is there a way out? Is it even possible to have good relationships? So, if you are searching for those answers, I would like to say that it's very much possible. So, if we talk about intimate relationships in the term of couple relationships, I feel that one of the most important ingredients required is that an intent to work on it is present in both sides. Both are open for self introspection and self growth. To me, the purpose of intimate relationships, I feel it's not the Bollywood style happily ever after. Rather, it is growing together and growing together with love. So, if two people are willing to grow together, to be open, to work on themselves, to look at themselves deeply, I feel there are immense beautiful possibilities which exist. The initial process of falling in love is so beautiful that many who fall in love are later disappointed that what happened and where did the love go. But the process of intimate relationships is such that where in the beginning it brings out the best in people, the later it also brings out the worst parts of them, because as they feel loved, the worst parts of them get the opportunity to come forward. So when one is surprised, like, who is this person? Like, how is he doing these things? And how can she be so mean or so critical? So these are just different aspects of that person which are coming forth. So if the couple has a clear communication and a clear intent of working on oneself and working together, many things are possible in terms of even understanding oneself. So the other just becomes the mirror. So mostly what happens that especially in couple relationships, and that's what I observe when couples who are in conflict, I'm talking to them, we end up in blame. You did this and you did that. But if we really look at ourselves, there's so much that we can understand about ourselves, because the other just becomes the mirror for us. But I would still say that it's not that we just go on learning and stay on in relationships which have become stagnant or redundant, or where we feel there is no connection. It's not that we have to go learning and so it is a school and we just go on and on. No, I really believe that there are answers which apply to every individual relationship, and it's not something which can be said as a general way about all the relationships that it's the time to walk together, or is it not. But definitely, if we are choosing to walk together, it's a great thing if we can walk together happily. So with two people who are open, two people who share some values, it can be a beautiful walk together. I believe that a couple who is in harmony, there is an understanding of each other, there is a resonance with each other, there is a feeling of love, there is actually an energy which flows between two people who are in love with each other. And it's actually this, when the relationship is happy, this energy is nourishing for both of them. But when entanglements happen, this same energy, it just becomes a bondage. So it needs work, or it needs some intervention for some change, so that even this aspect of our life continues to be as happy as maybe the other areas possibly are. Some general points that I can suggest are good communication between the couples, and a neutral person's help is often needed, and a good support for the couple when the animosity has become that much, sometimes when it's difficult to even talk to one another. So, counseling in that case, or meditation together, openness, spending time together, doing things which are different from the usual things that we do every single day, can go a long way to nourishing the relationship. Letting go of the anger by writing letters to each other in which we express what the resentments are, but we don't give to each other, we can burn it. Could be one way of letting go of the anger. So even if you're planning to leave a relationship, I feel the leaving also has to be from a place of love. If you're staying on in a relationship, wanting to nourish it, that also has to be from a place of love. There are no right and wrong answers. So every person, whatever they are doing, they're doing their best. And I'm sure you are too. So always also remember to give yourself a pat in the back that you're trying your best, and every day you'll become better and better. And as you become better and better, your relationships will also be more and more harmonious. Wishing you happy relationships and a joyous life ahead. Thank you.